What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 86 Reviews, and today we'll be looking at the new S.H.Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Goku-Black. Now this guy was released yesterday along with the new Iron Man Mark IV, I believe, the one with the donuts, which I will also have a review up for you guys very soon, I hope. But in my excitement, I did put everything I was doing at that moment, including filming my Figure Battles episode 8 on hold, to kind of just sit down and get to know this figure a little more and, well, give you guys this review. Alright, first up, the packaging. Now, Goku-Black is a web exclusive and is going for about a little less than 7,000 yen here in Japan, or about $70 US. He will probably cost more if you live in another country other than Japan due to importing fees, shipping, whatnot. But do expect this figure to shoot way up in price once he is sold out at retail. Just like Super Saiyan Blue Goku, which was another web exclusive, has gone up significantly to the point that I'm finding it kind of hard to justify picking it up for the price he is going for now. But don't be like me, guys, who, is kicking myself right now for not picking up Super Saiyan Blue when I had the chance. And yeah, pick this guy up while he is still readily available, if you do want him, of course. And here he is, guys, out of the package, and I have to say this is really a nice figure and quite refreshing in terms of Goku releases. Black does use mostly new parts, which is fantastic, and as far as I can tell, the only reuse from other figures is the base form hair from SS God Goku right here. You can see that they are the same, just different color. The upper legs of Goku here are reused from, again, the SS God Goku as well. But other than that, everything else is new. Obviously the gi, the arms, even the face plates for Goku here. That is a new mold. You can see he does have the Potara earring there as well. The boots are new. The lower half of the legs, they are new. And yeah, the rose head as well. You can see here that this hair is actually different to the other Super Saiyan Gokus that we have gotten in the past. So just really nice new additions to this mold. Going back to the hair and head designs, both base form and SS Rose heads do look very nice, especially the base form, which I think really captures the evil look of Black. Or is this how Goku really looks at Chi-Chi after they put Goten to bed? As I mentioned earlier, you do have the Potara ring there, which is painted in a nice metallic green, and you do see a little bit of gold there at the top as well. Yeah, the eyes are printed on there really nicely. You can even see, the lines in between his eyes, which is nicely done. And his smirk, just looks absolutely sinister, which I love. And you do get some paint, in the ears to highlight those details as well. While I do love the new faceplates for Black's rose form, I think the hair is more of an artistic interpretation, and it's not that I don't like it. I think it looks fantastic and would look great as an SSJ blue repaint, even more so than the current blue that we have right now. However, depending on who draws him, or I guess what kind of media he appears in, Rose does seem to have slight differences in his hair design, and I do mean slight. While this hair does look great, I do prefer Toyotora's drawing in the manga. More strands like the SSJ2, and that slight flop, on his right side. I don't know if you guys notice that or not, but he does have that, one or two strands of hair, going out on the right, more of an angle on the right there. The pink used fades from a darker from the base to a lighter pink towards the tips. Again, the face for Rose does look great. Probably the best looking Stern Goku face in my opinion, and I can definitely see them, reusing this face for an updated SSJ Goku or SSJ Blue Goku. So just a closer look at the rest of the figure. He is a slimmer Goku like he appears in the manga and animation. Flat blacks for the black areas, they aren't painted, they are actually molded. And greys for his gi. The red sash is molded red plastic. We do get some shading here on the front of his gi. It does carry down over to the bottom half of his gi as well, and on the sides there, but no shading on the back. Doesn't carry over onto the back, which is a shame, but you know, not the end of the world. One detail that I do like is that you do get the time ring painted in there. It is molded and painted, and it will be really hard for me to focus on this, but you know, just trust me on this. The design on the ring is actually that crossed shape design. It's not just a silver, you know, straight up band. They actually did try to mold in that design in there, which is a really nice detail. The boots here, the odd thing is that the boots, the upper half here is kind of like a light gray, but the feet, you know, is actually white. Not completely stark white, but it is a lot lighter. It is noticeably wider than the upper half of the boots. The bottom of his boots there are painted a darker gray right there. There's his back again. Black's articulation is pretty good. You can get him in some really nice poses. For his head, down, up, side to side, and I guess a little bit of tilt. Shoulders are on ball joints and do go into some butterfly cups, so you do get some in and out movement. The top of the gi, the shoulder parts of the gi are on that ball joint, which do attach to the top half of your shoulder. Out 90 degrees, 360 rotation, upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, swivels at the wrist, and of course hinges. The torso gets some decent ab crunch. It's not great, but it is there. You do get some movement, some rotation in the upper torso as well as some waist swivel. The lower half of Black's gi is made from this softer plastic, so it doesn't hinder articulation, which is great. Both sides, soft plastic, splits out fairly well. Splits forward. Again, it does stretch. Upper thigh cut, swivel there. Double jointed knees, which goes right up there, which is nice. No calf cut, but you do get some swivel at the feet. Feet going up, not too high, but goes, oops, popped out there, but it does go, the feet does go, you know, fairly well down. Toe articulation, and you do actually get some decent ankle pivot, not too bad. Alright, Black comes with two fisted hands. You can see here, again, they are, well, the right hand anyway does have the time ring molded on there, and it's the same with all of the right hands. Actually, I'll show you in a minute, but really nice detail that they did mold in the time ring on each right hand. He also comes with two fighting pose hands. See if I can kind of get that to focus. You can kind of see it there, that kind of cross shape on the ring on his right hand there. You get two Kamehameha hands. You do get his instant transmission hand, just the one for his right hand here. You also get, which is pretty cool, his taunting hand, Oh yeah, come and get some. And you also get his key blade wielding hand as well. In addition to that, you do get two interchangeable heads, the rose form and the base form, as I did show you earlier. And you do get two interchangeable faceplates each for each form. So you do get that stern looking base form there, and you do get his teeth gritting, kind of angry faceplate for the base form. You do get that stern look right there for the rose form, and you do get a shouting faceplate for the rose form as well. Black also comes with his Kamehameha effect piece, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the same effect piece as we did get with the original release Goku, just molded in a clear purple plastic with some black shading there on the beams. And just like that effect piece, the beams do come separate, and you do have to assemble them. Just be really careful because the beams are kind of thin, and it is kind of hard for me anyway. It was kind of hard for me anyway to get those beam pieces to stick in to go into the actual ball. So please don't force anything, because you might snap it because they are quite thin. But a really cool looking piece, and I'm really glad that they did include this. And lastly, we do get the iconic key blade, which is made from a soft metallic, almost pearlescent purple pink plastic, and it slides in onto Goku's hand. You can see there is a space for his hand, and it slides on, and it does stay on there relatively securely. As I mentioned earlier, I do really like this figure, and for what you get, it's not too bad for what they're asking. The overall figure is really well made, and I think they did do a really good job in terms of articulation. And we do get two heads, the base form Goku and the rose form Black Goku head as well, and a couple of cool effect pieces, which does give this figure quite a few display options. And the fun factor of recreating those iconic scenes from the anime is pretty satisfying. In saying that, this set isn't without its faults. My one main gripe is the lack of interchangeable faces. For me, Black is one of the more interesting villains in Super, and he is very expressive. Yeah, sure, he is evil, but he's also really sadistic, and he does have a major god complex and a slight, insane side to him. We only get one smirking face for his base form, but I would have liked to see more smirks, more laughs, more grins, on both forms. Some eyes looking down on the mere mortals that he hates so much. I really think that they could have given us some really interesting faces that would have made this set even more enjoyable than it already is. I don't know. I think I might, do some casts of these faces and kind of paint them up, so at least, we can have a smirking rose face as well, maybe a couple of eyes looking down, but I'll let you guys know. Other than that, guys, I say grab him while you can. Like I said before, I think this guy will go up in price within this year, not just because of the exclusivity of the figure, but also the popularity of the character, on its own. Tamashii doesn't usually do reissues of web exclusive, as far as I know, so if you do want this guy, pick him up now. Anyway, guys, a very cool figure. Must buy for Super fans, for Goku fans, for Black fans. Just a really refreshing release from your standard Goku. Alright guys, that's all from me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you so much for dropping by and hanging out. Take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.